All right, we are going to take this toward Peacock today, or into Mayurasana here. So it's an arm balance. I'm going to go through a long demonstration once we get to that point, but just keep in mind the flow here to prep for this is very much going to get into the upper body, into the core. So working with your bent arm strength, get into the shoulders and the upper back, the bracing through your midsection, and then the further you go into the shape and the more extended you try to make this when you balance, the more dependent you are on the engagement of your glutes. So really working with the back line of your body as well. So keep this in mind. I have one demonstration before we start on the way here. Once we get on the main part of the flow, every sequence at the end is going to bring you up to the front of the mat. We'll take this into crow, and I'm going to cue this into a flattened version of crow. Now we're going to come into this position so that you can keep everything pretty close to the floor. You're not going to lift your hips too high, and I want you to move basically into this sort of crow push-up here. So working with your bent arm strength and working with some control while you're balancing here. This doesn't have to be a dramatic movement, keep in mind. So as you come into this, you're going to come into a forward fold. Both hands down, set the palms on the floor, and then bring your feet together. So lift the heels, stay on your toes, and bring the hips down low. The knees are going to go outside your arms, and I want you to use your inner thighs and squeeze the legs in, and this is going to keep the pose under control. So as you look forward, coming into balance, just lean to this slowly. Let your feet lift together. Try to keep the toes toward each other. I try to keep them touching myself, and keep your legs squeezing your arms. Now from here, I'm going to cue this 3 times for this push-up. As your legs pull in, draw the elbows back, let your shoulders sink down, and then squeeze and lift back up. And just moving a little bit like this is a big deal if you're not used to it. So don't worry about going up and down too far, maybe moving with about 1 inch or 2. If you can take it deep, you can pull the elbows back and maybe even touch your nose down to the floor, but be sure you can lift this back up. And just take it back and forth like that. Once we've done that 3 times, you're going to be ready to move to the Vinyasa from there. So work it as best you can. This is definitely going to be tricky. Get as close as you can and try to get a little bit of movement back and forth and up and down as we go there, just to feel things out. So to get this started, bring yourself down onto your back. And to set this up, just bring everything down and keep your feet on the floor a little wider than your hips. Bring the knees in toward each other. This will help release your low back more fully toward the mat. Arms out to your sides, palms open toward the ceiling. And you have your hands past your head or bring the elbows in closer to your waist, whatever works best. But let your shoulders sink down, let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So the inhale's pulling as much as you can. Fill up your lungs, hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, you take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just open your eyes. And take it slow. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Back and forth. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach long. Now with the exhale this time, bring the arms down, curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted here, look forward. And we're just taking this up to the mid-back. So back and forth. Inhale, roll this out, reach long. Exhale, curl forward, try to come up higher each time. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll this out. And with the exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl this right. Inhale, roll out long. And then exhale, curl left one more time. Inhale, roll this out. Now with the exhale, just curl back into center. Stay lifted here. Stretch forward with the fingertips. Keep looking forward. Try to bring your shoulders up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just relax the arms down to your sides. Bring your head down to the floor. And then once you're down, we're going to take a little bit of curling here, but moving the lower body rather than the upper. So to prep for this, go ahead and press into your feet. Lift your hips up off the floor. And bring your hands underneath your hips, somewhere close to your sacrum. So you're going to set yourself back down. So this is going to round your low back and keep it on the floor. And then from here, just keep your shoulders grounded. Keep looking up toward the ceiling. Now go ahead and lift your heels up off the floor. Keep the legs together. Just touch the big toes down. And work this as best you can, hands pushing into the floor. Pull the knees to your chest as close as you can. Now keep pushing. Try to lift your hips. And if you can go further, maybe extend your legs. And then bend the knees, roll your spine back down, and touch your big toes to the floor. And just take it back and forth. Pull the knees to your chest, around your spine. Press down, work to lift your hips, maybe extend the legs. Bend the knees, roll this down, and touch your toes to the floor. And 3 more times. Draw the knees in close, round your spine, lift your hips, and maybe extend the legs. And then draw the knees in, round back down, and touch the toes down to the mat. Pull the knees in close, push down, lift your hips, extend the legs best you can, and then roll your spine down and touch the toes to the floor. 1 more time, draw the knees in close, lift your hips, extend your legs best you can, and then draw the knees back in, round your spine down, and then just go ahead and bring your feet down to the floor and bring the hands out from underneath you. Now go ahead, lift your head, lift your shoulders, and look forward. Bring the hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide, and just keep your gaze forward. Keep enough pressure from your hands they can keep your head lifted like this. Pull the knees in toward your chest, and then extend your legs as straight as you can up toward the ceiling. Now keep your belly pulled in, keep the low back down, point the toes. And if you need to bend the knees, that's fine. Just keep the ankles stacked over your hips here to begin. And go back and forth. Lower the right heel toward the floor as low as you can go without your low back lifting. And then come up to vertical. Bring your left heel down, keep the low back on the floor, and then lift back up. Right heel down for 2. And then lift this up. Bring your left heel down, and then lift back up. Right heel down for 3. Lift up again. Bring your left heel down, and then lift this up. Right heel down for 4. Lift this up again. Bring your left heel down, and then lift back up. Right heel down for 5. Lift up again. Bring your left heel down, and then lift back up. Right heel down for 6. Lift up again. Bring your left heel down, and then lift this up. Right heel down for 7. Keep looking forward. And lift up. Bring your left heel down. Lift back up. Keep your low back down. Right heel down for 8. Lift this up again. Bring the left heel down, and then lift up. Right heel down for 9. Lift this up again. Bring your left heel down and lift up. Right heel down for 10. Now just come down as low as you can hold. Keep the leg as straight as you can. Keep looking forward. And with your low back down, just pulse the right heel up and down on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg high. Now go ahead and bring your left heel down low as you can go without your low back lifting. And then pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Relax your head down. Bring your feet to the floor. And once your feet come down, just twist. Fold the knees right and left. And just go ahead and let go of some of that tension in your midsection. And then go ahead, set your feet flat, bring the knees back into center. So we'll set this up for bridge. Bring the heels in close. Keep the feet about hips width. And close enough that you start with your low back basically flat. Now bring the arms down to your sides, palms to the floor. And then we'll just take this up and down. Now we're going to lift and lower here. And each time you lift, I want you to reach past your head. When you lower your spine, bring the arms back down. So back and forth with an inhale. Press into feet. Lift your hips, reach past your head. Exhale, roll back down and bring the arms back down. Inhale, press your hips up, squeeze your glutes, reach long. Exhale, roll this down again. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, lift the hips again. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, press up one more time and just hold here. Keep the arms reaching and keep your shoulders grounded. And then bring the legs as close together as you can. Hips are still lifted. We're going to go back and forth, lifting one leg at a time. So pull the right knee to your chest, but keep your hips high. And then set the foot down. Pull your left knee in close. And then set the foot. Draw the right knee in again. And then set the foot down. Pull the left knee in. And then come back to the floor. Pull the right knee in close. And set the foot down. Pull your left knee in. Keep your hips high. And bring the foot to your mat. Pull the right knee in again. And then set the foot down. Pull the left knee close. And then set the foot. Draw the right knee in one more time. And then set the foot down. Pull your left knee in one more time. And then set the foot. Now go ahead, press into both feet. Dig into your heels. Squeeze your glutes. And take it further. Try to pull the heels in toward your shoulders to lift everything up higher. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just roll back down. Once you're down, bring your knees to your chest. Bring your hands to your knees and squeeze everything in. And then as you squeeze and curl up into this, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose up close to your knees. And then go ahead, use this shape. Cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat. And then come forward, your hands come into all fours. Once you're in all fours, just move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side, and just feel things out for a moment here. And then let's go ahead and take this into the wrists. So just keep your hips stacked over your knees, but walk the hands in close, within a couple hands lengths. Make the hands into fists, forefingers into your palms, thumbs outside. Press the fists down to the floor, like you're punching straight down, still with the hands at shoulder width. Now keep your fingers curled in like this, but go back and forth. So bend the right wrist, come to the back of the hand, bend the elbow as much as you need to, and then come up onto the knuckles. Do the same on the left side. Keep the fingers curled in, and then come back up, and just keep on moving side to side like this here to start. Now as you do this, keep the fingers curled in. If you want to make it more intense, you can try to keep the arms as straight as possible, but take it to where you need to here. You're the one who gets to control how intense this is. Now the next time you bring the back of the right hand down, keep it down. Come to the back of the left hand as well. And then push the hands together like you're punching one hand to the next. Now take it from up to down. So sink down, but bring the right elbow down to the floor. And then lift back up to straight. Bring your left elbow down. And then lift up. And just keep on going side to side like this. Now as you're moving, try to come back towards straighten the arms as much as possible once you bring it back to center. And just keep going side to side. And then just give it one more round. Try to finish with your left elbow down on the floor before you come back up the straight arms one more time. And then release it. Come up onto the fingertips. And back into all fours. Now wrists into the shoulders and knees beneath the hips with your palms facing down. Rotate your fingertips to the side and then in toward the knees as far as you can go. Set your hands flat. Spread the fingers wide. Dig your fingertips down. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And as you're gripping here, go ahead, circle your shoulders or your wrists to feel this out. Now to take it further, just come into center. Keep your arms straight. Still gripping. Just take this with cow and cat breathing. With an inhale, drop your belly. Pull your chest forward. Look up. Exhale, round your spine and empty out. And just keep on moving back and forth like this as you're gripping your mat. And then when you're ready, one more deep inhale for cow. And one more complete exhale for cat. And then go ahead, arch your spine, pull your chest forward, look forward. And keep the arch in your spine, walk your knees forward. And then I want you to bring your knees out wider than your hands and out to the sides. So we're going to take this toward the peacock entry here, still with the wrist stretch. Palms are down, still gripping the floor. Bring your chest forward between your arms and bend the elbows in to push in toward your ribs. And start here with the weight in your arms. Now take it further, start to bend the elbows and just sink down a little bit. Lift back up, but keep your weight on your arms. And just go back and forth. Now, it's enough just to move back and forth like this to feel things out, but if you want to take things further, the next time you bend your elbows, stay forward, look forward like this, let the knees go a little wider, and then maybe lift your knees up off the floor, and this gets you in toward Peacock. All right, if you lifted the knees, set them back down, and then come up onto the fingertips and sit down on your heels, and just take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen your wrists. And then from here, come back into all fours. Now, from all fours, we're going to go ahead and move into that low crow position that I showed you before. Just keep the hands shoulder width and come up onto both feet. Now, with your feet together, bring your knees out wide outside your arms and squeeze the legs in so your hips are low and your chest is facing the floor. Look forward. Now, I want to walk this shape. Keep the inner thighs engaged so the legs are still pulling in the arms the whole time. But lift your hands up off the floor about an inch or two. And then set the hands down, bring the feet forward. And just get used to the rhythm of movement here, going forward, shifting weight from the hands to the feet. Take it all the way to the front of the mat. And once you make it to the front, just reverse direction. Press in your hands and let the toes come back. Keep your legs squeezing in. Keep your hips low the whole time. And again, just feel out the rhythm of movement here. You're just moving a few inches with each step. And take it all the way to the back of the mat. Now, once you make it all the way to the back, reverse direction one more time. Bring the weight to the hands, and then bring the toes forward. And let's just take this to the center of the mat, so more or less back where we started. And then once you're back where you started, go ahead and release, and come down to all fours. You can shake things out a little bit if you like. Now, one more thing before we move on from warming things up. Just set this up. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And with your chest facing down, keep your spine long. So pay attention that your head's not sagging toward the floor. Extend forward through the crown of your head and keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Now from here, reach your right arm straight forward and extend your left leg straight back. Hold this here. Stretch long through the fingertips and toe tips. And then go back and forth. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Now inhale, reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee one more time. With your left hand, reach back and find your, with the right hand, reach for the left foot. Now once you've got that grip, look forward. Kick into your right hand, pull your shoulder forward. Try to lift the left knee up as high as you can. Keep your balance here. Right foot kicking down, left hand gripping the floor. Now, we're going to take this a little bit further from here. So as you hold this, start to bend the left elbow and start to sink down. Bring the elbow toward you and maybe just come down a few inches. Maybe bring that elbow to the floor and then lift back up straight left arm. Again, draw the elbow back. Let yourself sink down. And then back to that straight left arm. One more time, bend the elbow, sink down to where you can go. Lift back up the straight. And then once you're up, just keep the left leg where it is and release your right hand. We're going to switch hands. So the right hand comes down inside your left hand. Be sure you pass the midline of the mat. Come up onto the fingertips of the left hand as you open to the side. Now keep your balance. Grip the floor with the right hand. Keep your right foot kicking down. Maybe just reach the left arm back. That might be enough. Now if you can go further and find the left foot, go ahead, kick into your hand. Pull the shoulder forward. Try to lift the knee higher. It's supposed to be tricky. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release this. Both hands down, both knees down. Come into all fours and just breathe and move for a moment. And we'll take all that on the other side. So again, wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Keep your spine long. Again, reach the crown of the head straight forward. And then extend forward with your left arm and reach back with your right leg. Now take an inhale here. Exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. And then reach your left hand back and find your right foot. Look forward. Now once you've got that grip, kick into your left hand, pull the shoulder forward, lift the right knee up as high as you can and hold here. And then to take things further, keep gripping the floor with the right hand. Now to go slow, pull the right elbow back toward you. Maybe lower just a little bit, maybe come down all the way. And then bring it back up straight right arm. Again, draw the elbow back, sink down to where you can. And then lift back up again. Pull the elbow back, sink down to where you can go. And then lift up one more time. Now, once you're up, keep the right leg where it is. Release your left hand. Left hand comes down inside the right hand. Be sure you pass the midline of the mat. Come up onto the fingertips of the right hand. Go slow as you open to the right. Now, maybe just reach your right arm back. That's enough. Maybe take hold of the right foot. If you have that grip, kick into your hand, pull the shoulder forward. Try to lift the knee up higher and work to keep yourself balanced here. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, back to all fours. Move around. And just take a moment here to breathe. Now, you can always take another stretch or just breathe and take a break. But whenever you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, hips high, find your down dog. And just move into position when you're ready. Now, from your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you can feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. And let your chest sink low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Engage your core. Tighten through the belly, around the lower ribs, and try to keep your spine as long as possible. And if your legs are tight, let that tension go. You can always bend the knees. Maybe pedal out and keep moving here. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. Now, feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose, and let the muscles in your neck relax. Now, you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows. And maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. When you're ready here, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And then just restack your spine slowly around this upper stand. And bring your head up last. And open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with the straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then release at the bottom. Now inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor, to the shins. Lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wristing the shoulders, palms pressed down, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep your spine lifted. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as your elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, and we'll take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body, feet pressing down, keep your glutes engaged. And then take the hands up off the floor. Pull the elbows back, draw your shoulders back, keep looking forward. And lift it up even higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll this back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms to the floor. And let's take upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang and stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, and pull the hips forward to deepen the arc all through the front. Lift with the arms, but lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips high, back to down dog. Paddle out here. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take it through the sun salutations. Deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga's next. High plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. Exhale, pull your belly in, hips high to down dog. 2 more rounds like that. Keep it steady. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach as high. With the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, set the hands high, plank the lows next. With an inhale, open up, pull forward. And then with the exhale, draw in and lift your hips. One last round, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach as high. And then exhale all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, set the hands. Chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, pull forward. And then with the exhale, draw it all in. Bring your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog. Breathe with us here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you and find your 3-legged dog. So keep your right leg straight, reach to the big toe, tense at the thigh, lock the knee, and feel that lift in the glutes on the right side, lower that right hip. We're going to hop this back and forth, so look forward toward your hands, bend your left knee, feel your hips move straight up and down. High or low, we're going to go forward and back. So press into your left foot, hop this forward. And then press with the left foot, hop this back. Press with the left foot, hop forward. Press with your left foot, hop back. Now press with your left foot, hop forward. And then press with the left foot, hop back one more time, back to your 3-legged dog. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands, and this will put you into low lunge. Now from here, we'll take it to a side plank. Left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, slide the right foot back. Now you can keep the right foot down, you can drop the left knee, or you can stack your legs. But reach your right arm high and keep your hips lifted. Bring your gaze up high and just hold here. If you want to go further, maybe lift the right leg off the left, and you can always reach for the big toe. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, right hand forward, right foot forward. And then bring your left knee down to the floor. We're going to take a kneeling lunge. So both legs about 90 degrees. Hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. And then everything stacked to vertical from the left knee up. Now we're going to go back and forth twisting from here. So with an inhale, just reach your arms up high. With the exhale, reach your right arm back, left arm forward, open up your chest to the right. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, reach up. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Now keep your arms out wide, look back toward the right hand. And as you try to hold the arms in line, start to lean back. Reaching that right hand toward the left heel. You don't have to touch it. But keep your left foot kicking down, keep the glutes engaged on your left side so that hip's still pushing forward. Keep breathing with this. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to your hips. Now let's take this up into a grounded twist. So you're going to bring that left hand down to the floor and make that left hand to a fist. Push it into the floor inside the right leg. Now right arm behind your back, half bind. Pull the right shoulder back, try to stack that right shoulder above the left, and keep looking down the length of your left arm. Now tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee, and most of the work here is going to be in your right leg, so push into your right foot. And then slowly hinge up. Right shoulder back, left arm forward. Try to keep the twist as you bring your spine to vertical. And then hinge forward, go slow. Lightly touch your left hand down to the floor. Press into your right foot, lift up. Right shoulder back, left arm forward again. And then hinge forward, lightly touch your left hand down one more time. Press into the right foot, lift this up. Right shoulder back, left arm forward. Now stay lifted here. And then slowly, just square your chest toward the front. Bring both hands together at your left side. Interlace the fingers. Pull the palms together. Keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. I'm going to go back and forth from here into balancing. Now take it slow. Bring the weight forward to the right foot. Come forward. Left knee high. Hold your balance here. Keep your right big toe pressing down. And then step it back long and come back to that lunge. Now again like that. Weight to the right foot. Bring this forward. Left knee up high. Step it back long. and come back into the lunge. Forward again, weight to the left foot, left knee high. Step it back long, back to your lunge. 2 more times, bring this forward with your left knee high. And then step it back long. 1 more time, bring it forward, left knee high, hold here, stay balanced. And this time we're going to take this to a pyramid stance. So just bring the left foot about 1 pace behind the right. So more or less 3 feet front to back, both legs straight, and hips width distance side to side so your hips stay square. The left foot's going to point to the side at least a little bit. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, keep your chest open. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway, lead with your chest. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back upright. Exhale, hinge forward just toward halfway down. Inhale, come back up. Now with the exhale, hinge down toward halfway, and we're going to hold here. Keep your shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. Right hip back, left hip forward still. Take it deeper. Bend the right knee if you need to, but bring your belly down so it's touching the right thigh. Now keep looking forward, keep your shoulders pulled back if you want to go further still. Maybe curl the toes of the right foot up off the floor. Even further, you can bend your left knee, lift your left heel, and focus even more tension on the right leg. Might not be necessary. Just take things to where you need to here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release both hands down around the right foot. Step your left foot forward next to the right. The left foot's going to be a base. Bring the right knee to your chest. And then take hold of your right knee. And let's bring this all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, just dig the left big toe into the floor. Slow your breathing down. And we're going to take this into dancer. Now bring your hands to your hips. Line the right knee up with the left. Right hand reaches back. Find the inside edge of your right foot. And line up the knees. Now keep your gaze forward. Reach your left arm high. And then kick into the right hand and lean forward against the tension of the kick. Pull the right shoulder forward. Let the right knee lift behind. And just take this as deep as you can control. Keep looking forward and keep breathing here. Now from here, take an inhale. And now with the exhale, release. Bring both hands down, both feet down, forward, fold. Now from your fold, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down and we'll set up that low crow. So palms to the floor, feet together, lift your heels. And bring the knees wide outside your arms. Look forward, keep the legs squeezing in. So the hips are low. Look forward, lean, take it slow, lift your feet up together. Legs are still squeezing. And then back and forth from here, pull the elbows back, let your shoulders sink down a little bit or a lot. Squeeze the legs back in and lift up. Again, draw the elbows back, sink your shoulders down. Squeeze in and lift again. One more time, pull the elbows back, bring your shoulders down, and then squeeze back in and lift. And then go take it through your Vinyasa when you're ready. All right, from your down dog, let's take this on the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high and find your three-legged dog. Now straighten your left leg as much as you can. Point the toes, tense up the thigh, lock the knee. Lower your left hip so you feel that lift in the glutes. Look toward your hands, bend your right knee, just feel your hips move straight up and down. Left leg stays straight, and again, we'll hop this forward and back. Now push into your right foot, hop this forward. Press into the right foot, hop back. Press into your right foot, hop forward. Press into the right foot, hop back. Press into your right foot, hop forward. Press into the right foot, hop back. One more time, three-legged dog. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands, low lunge. Now from here to your side plank, the right hand's going to be a base this time. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide your left foot back. You can have one foot down or one knee down, or stack your legs. Keep your hips high, reach your left arm high, hold here. If you're going to go deep, you can lift your left leg and maybe reach for the big toe. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your left hand forward, left foot forward, low lunge. And take your kneeling lunge. Bring the right knee down, right foot flat behind. So both legs about 90 degrees, still hips width. And then bring your hands to your hips and bring your torso all the way to upright. Now everything's vertical from the right knee up. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, twist left arm back, right arm forward, open up to the left. Inhale to center, reach up again. Exhale, twist left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist one more time, left arm back, right arm forward, hold here. Now keep reaching wide, keep your chest open, keep your twist. Look back toward your left hand. And holding the arms in line, start to lean back. Reach that left hand toward the right heel again. Don't worry about touching it here. Just stay open to the side. Keep your right foot kicking down. Keep the glutes engaged on the right so that hip's still pushing forward. With your next inhale, turn back to center, arms up high. And then bring your hands to your hips. And we'll set this up for a grounded twist. So lean forward, bring the right hand to the floor inside your left leg. Make that hand to a fist and just push right down. Half bind, left arm behind your back, palm face away. Now keep the twist, left shoulder stacks above the right, but look down the length of your right arm. Now press in your left foot, tuck the toes of the right. Lift the right knee up off the floor. Most of the work here is in your left leg. Now press into your left foot and lift this up. Left shoulder back, right arm forward, keep the twist, but keep looking forward. Hinge forward, take it slow. Right hand lightly touches the floor. Press in your left foot, lift up, left shoulder back, right arm forward again. And then hinge forward, lightly touch your right hand down. One more time, press in your left foot. Lift this up, left shoulder back, right arm forward, hold here. And then slowly square your chest to the front, but bring both hands together at your right side this time, palms to touch. Fingers interlace, shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And then from here, we'll go slowly back and forth into balancing. Now bring your weight to your left foot. Come forward, right knee high, hold your balance, keep your left big toe pressing down. And then step it back long and find your lunge. Again, forward, weight on the left foot, right knee high. And then step it back to the lunge. Bring it forward, right knee high again, hold here. Step it back long again. 2 more times, bring this forward, right knee high. And then step it back like this one more time. Now bring it forward to the right knee high, hold here. And this time we'll take it to a pyramid stance. So the right foot goes 1 pace behind the left, about 3 feet. So 3 feet front to back, hips width distance side to side, keep your hips squared. Legs straight, toes the right foot point out to the side a little bit. Make sure you're still pulling the right hip forward and left hip back. Now keep your chest open, take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest and come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up again. Now with the exhale, hinge halfway one more time and hold here. Left hip back, right hip forward. Now take it deep. Bend the left knee as much as you need to, but bring your belly into contact with your left thigh. Keep the right hip still pulling forward. If you can take it deeper, maybe curl the toes of the left foot up off the floor. And maybe bend the right knee and lift the right heel and focus even more tension on that left leg. And just take it there if you need the extra stretch. You don't have to go too far with this, keep in mind. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down. Step the right foot forward next to the left. And then the right foot's going to be a base. Now put the weight to the right foot, draw the left knee to your chest. Take hold of your left knee. Let's take it all the way up to standing. Keep the right big toe pressing down, slow your breathing. And then once you're ready, hands to your hips. Line the left knee up with the right, and let's take this as a dancer. Reach your left hand back. Find the inside edge of your left foot. Once you've got that grip, line up the knees. And then reach the right arm high, keep your gaze forward. Kick into your left hand and lean against the tension of the kick. Lift the left knee up behind you. And just take this as deep as you can control. Keep looking forward as you're balancing here. All right, when you're ready, take it slow. Take an inhale. And with the exhale release, bring both hands down, both feet down, forward, fold. From that fold, take an inhale, lift halfway up. And then with the exhale, set the hands, we'll take that low crow again. So the palms are down, shoulder width, lift your heels, bring the feet together. And bring the knees wide outside your arms, squeeze the legs in. Now look forward, lean, lift the feet up together, toes to touch. As your legs are squeezing, draw the elbows back, sink your shoulders down a little bit or a lot. Squeeze the legs in, lift back up. Again, pull the elbows back, let your shoulders sink down. Squeeze in and lift again. Pull the elbows back, sink your shoulders down. Squeeze in and lift. One more time, draw the elbows back, sink your shoulders down. And then lift up one more time. Take your vinyasa when you're ready. All right, let's take it into the next sequence. From your down dog, inhale the right leg high, find your three-legged dog again. So straight right leg, reach for the big toe. Tense at the thigh, lock the knee, lower the hip, and feel that lift in the glutes. Look toward your hands, bend your left knee, feel your hips move straight up and down. And let's hop it. So press into your left foot, hop forward. Press into the left foot, hop back. Press into your left foot, hop forward. Press into the left foot, hop back. Press into your left foot, hop forward. Press into the left foot, hop back to your three-legged dog. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the right foot forward, step it down between your hands, low lunge. Now from here to your side plank, left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot and slide the right foot back. Now let's take the version of the pose that works for you here. Hips up high, right arm high, stay lifted. Maybe lift your right leg if you want to go there. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, come back to center. Right hand forward, right foot forward between your hands. And set up your low lunge. Make sure your feet are on two separate tracks, hips width distance apart. Left heel lifted behind. Now take it slow. With an inhale, just bring your hands to your hips and come all the way upright with this long stance. So deep into the right knee, pull your left hip forward, left leg towards straight. And then reach your arms up high. Now, just a little bit of movement here, back and forth from here to a reverse warrior. So just drop your left heel, left hand, left thigh. Right arm reaches up and back, gaze up high. And then reach up with both arms. Lift your left heel and square the hips. Again, drop the left heel down. Left hand, left thigh, right arm up and back, look up. Both arms high. Lift your left heel and square this forward. One more time, drop the left heel. Left hand to your left thigh, right arm up and back, look up and hold here. Now try to walk your left hand as far down your left leg as you can. Keep reaching with your right arm. Keep looking forward. Bend into the right knee. Try to sink into that right hip. Now to go further, take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm facing. Keep that shoulder pulled back. And then slowly bring your torso upright. And reach your right arm forward. Look past your right hand. Now try to even lean further. Bring your spine forward. Left shoulder stays high, but you're leaning over that right leg. Hold here, stay open to the side. If you want to go deeper, maybe straighten your right leg, take it as a triangle stance. But either way, try to tuck the right hip under the left and keep reaching long through that right arm. Keep breathing here. With your next inhale, come back upright, hands to your hips. Turn the heels in, toes out. Stay open to your left side. We're just taking a straddle stance from here. Now, once your legs are in position, reach your arms out wide. Take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, come down halfway and hold. Now, keep your chest open and you can bend the knees anytime. We're going to go back and forth from here to twisting, so take an inhale. With the exhale, twist left. Right hand to your left ankle, left arm high. Inhale to center, arms out wide. With the exhale, twist this right. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, twist left again. Inhale up to center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale back to center. With the exhale, twist left and we'll hold here. So use the right hand, pull your torso down into your left thigh. Reach your left arm high, try to stack that left shoulder above the right. Keep looking up. And take a half bind, left arm behind your back again, palm facing away. Now keep the half bind. Look down at the floor. Bring the right hand down to your mat. And we'll take this into a version of Skandasana. So go ahead, lift your left heel, bend your left knee. Sit on the left heel. Right leg extends straight, heel down, toes pointed up. Now just stay low here. Keep the right hand on the floor. Your left arm is still bound. We're going to switch from side to side. Try to keep your hips as low as you can as you move. So come through center, bend the right knee, sit on that heel. Left leg straightens out. Stay low. Bring it back through center and sink down over to your left. Through center, come down over to the right side again. And then back through center, sink over to your left side. One more round, bring it through center, over to the right. And then back through center, we'll settle in on the left. So come back to sitting on your left heel, right leg extended. And start to slide the right hand in, sit this up taller. Pull your left shoulder back, look toward the front of the mat. This could be enough. Now, if you want to work on your balance here, maybe hover the right hand up off the floor. Even further, make that hand to a fist, reach the arm forward. Try to draw the shoulder blades toward each other to open up your chest and just keep your balance here. Keep both feet pressing down, and this is definitely tricky to hold on to. All right, take an inhale. With the exhale, left arm still bound, right hand down to the floor. Now press into your right hand, set both feet down flat, and arrange your legs for a warrior two. So point the toes of the right foot to the front, keep the right knee bent. Left leg straight, bring your torso upright. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Now with that bound left arm, pull your left shoulder back, reach your right arm forward and look past your right hand. And when you stay open to the side and take this toward a version of half moon. Now put the weight to your right foot, lift your left heel. Drag your left big toe forward till all your weight's on your right leg. Keep a little bit on the knee. Go back and forth, hinging from the right hip. So hinge forward, lift your left big toe a little bit. Hinge back and touch that big toe down to the floor. Hinge forward, lift your left foot up again. Hinge back and touch the big toe down. Hinge forward, lift the foot and just hold here. Maybe stay more upright, and this is fine. Left shoulder and left hip stay higher than the right. If you're going to go further, you can keep on hinging. Let the left leg lift. You can reach down with the right hand. Maybe touch the floor or maybe hover the hand. But keep everything opened up to your left side. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward, fold. Now from your fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands, let's take it back into that low crow. Press your palms down, bring the feet together, heels up. Knees outside the arms, hips low. Keep the legs squeezing in, look forward. Lean forward and lift your feet. Now go back and forth. Draw the elbows back, sink your shoulders down to where you can. Squeeze the legs in and lift. Pull the elbows back and sink your shoulders down. Squeeze in and lift. Draw the elbows back, let your shoulders sink down. Squeeze and lift back up. And then take it through another vinyasa. All right, we'll take all that to the other side. From your down dog, take an inhale. Raise your left leg high and find your three-legged dog one more time. Left leg straight, reach for the big toe. Tense up the thigh, lock the knee. Lower the hip and feel that in the glutes. Look toward your hands. Bend your right knee, move your hips straight up and down. And let's hop it. So go ahead, press into the right foot, hop forward. Press with the right foot, hop back. Press with the right foot, hop forward. Press with the right foot, hop back. Press with the right foot, hop forward. Press with the right foot, hop back one more time. Left leg high, three-legged dog. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, step that foot forward between your hands, low lunge. Now from here to your side plank one more time. Right hand to your base. Roll to the outside edge to the right foot side, the left foot back. Now take the version that works, so keep your hips lifted, reach your left arm high and hold here. Maybe lift your left leg if you're going to go further. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring your left hand forward, left foot forward, back to low lunge. And to set this up, feet on two separate tracks, right heel lifted behind. Once you're ready, just bring your hands to your hips and come all the way upright in your high lunge stance. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. And then reach your arms up high. Now from here, back and forth from high lunge to that reverse warrior. Drop the right heel, right hand to the right thigh. Left arm up and back, gaze up high. Reach up with both arms, lift the right heel and square this forward. Again, drop the right heel, right hand to your right thigh, left arm up and back, and then both arms high, lift the right heel and square your hips. One more time, drop the right heel, right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back, hold here, stay open to the side. And try to walk that right hand as far down your leg as you can. Keep your left arm reaching, bend your left knee, sink into that left hip, keep breathing here. Now as you hold this, take your half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face way. Keep that shoulder pulled back. Bring your spine upright, reach your left arm forward past your left knee. Now stay open to the right and start to lean even further forward over your left leg. And if you want to go deeper, maybe straighten your left leg, take it as a triangle stance. Try to tuck the left hip underneath the right either way and keep your right shoulder pulling back. Keep breathing here. With your next inhale, bring yourself up, right hands to your hips. And take your straddle stance, heels in, toes out, both legs straight. Once you're ready, reach your arms out wide. Keep your chest open, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway, hold here, and then back and forth from this position to your twist. Take an inhale. With the exhale, twist right, left hand to the right ankle, right arm high. Inhale to center, arms out wide. Exhale, twist this left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist right again. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist right one more time. Hold here. Now use the left hand, pull the torso into your right thigh. Bring your belly to touch your thigh if you got to bend the right knee. Reach up with the right arm and look up. And as you hold this, take your half bind with your right arm behind your back. Pull that shoulder further back. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, keep the half bind, but bring your left hand down to the floor. Now pressing your left hand, lift your right heel. Deep into the right knee, sit on that heel and come all the way to that Skandasana variation. Left leg extended with the heel down and the toes pointed up. Keep your left hand on the floor. Now just keep your hips low as we go side to side here. So bring it through center, bend your left knee. Right leg straightens out. Keep it low, come back through center and sink down over to the right. Through center, bring it back over to your left side again. Back through center and sink over to your right. Now through center, bring it over to the left one more time. And then come back through center. We'll settle in on the right. Keep it low. Now just keep the left leg straight. Slide the left hand in so you can start to sit this up taller and keep your right shoulder pulled back. Now keep both feet pressing down. Look toward the front of the mat. If you can work your balance, maybe lift your left hand. See about making it into a fist. And if you can reach that left arm forward, pull the shoulder blades toward each other to open up your chest. This is more of an archer configuration here. Just keep both feet pressing down and work on your balance here best you can. Right arm stays bound. Bring the left hand back down to the floor. Now set both feet flat. And then go ahead, take this into your warrior two stance. Now point the toes, left foot toward the front of the mat, that knee's bent. Right leg straight. Bring this up with the right arm bound, and the left arm reaching forward past your left knee. Then taking this toward your half moon variation, put the weight to your left foot. Lift your right heel. Drag your right big toe forward to all the way to your left leg. Go back and forth. Hinge from left hip, lift the right foot up off the floor. Hinge back and touch the big toe down. Again, hinge forward and lift your right foot. Hinge back, big toe down to the floor. Hinge forward one more time and just hold. Now maybe stay upright and this is fine. Keep your right shoulder drawn back. If you want to go deeper, you can keep hinging. Just be sure the right leg lifts. You can reach your left arm down. Maybe bring the left hand to the floor, maybe just hover it. But keep the right shoulder and right hip above the left. Keep your body open to your right and keep breathing. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. From your fold, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands. Let's take it into that low crow one more time. Press your palms down, feet together, heels high. Bring the knees outside your arms and squeeze the legs in. Lean forward, lift the feet up together, look forward. And go back and forth. Pull the elbows back, let your shoulders sink down. And then lift back up. Draw the elbows back, bring your shoulders down. Squeeze in and lift. Pull the elbows back, sink your shoulders down. And then lift up one more time. Take it to your last vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, we're going to take this into half pigeon. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Actually, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take it to peacock, actually. I'm almost jumping the gun. So just bring both feet down, bring your knees to the floor. Can't forget the peak pose. All right, from all fours, we're going to take 2 setups from here. Now, the first one's going to be very much like the wrist stretch that we had before. So I want you to walk your hands in close and bring your knees out wider than your hips. toes point toward each other. Now, to come into the pose, you're going to set your hands down on the line that you can draw between your knees. So it's going to be palms to the floor, and rotate your hands. Make sure your middle fingers at least 90 degrees to the right or left. And if you can take it further, the wrist stretch is part of the pose. You can always point your fingers toward your feet if you can take it there. Now, however you set your hands here, they can go wide or narrow. Just make sure you can bring your chest forward between your upper arms. Bend the elbows in. You want to push the elbows in toward the ribs or the muscles of your core. Now, keep your chest pulling forward. Try to think of holding cobra in the upper back, so moving toward a back bend, and keep your gaze forward. To move into balance, let your knees go out wider still, and then lean forward. Let the elbows bend, keep them underneath, and bring your shoulders forward. The more you lean forward, the more you can take the weight off your legs. Now, it's easiest to hold this with bent knees. If you want to go further, you can extend your legs to the sides in a straddle. You got to keep leaning, or you can even bring your legs together. And just work it as best you can and feel this out. Now, it's all leverage once you get your legs up off the ground. So you got to keep your shoulders pulling forward and move toward that back bend in the upper back as much as you can, and that's what keeps your face off the floor. Now, if you want to try that setup again, feel free. But if you're able to take the next setup, this is a more direct entry, and this is from plank. So to come into this, just set the hands shoulder width, step your feet back, legs together, and bring your body into line. And then all the adjustment is from here. Now, you're going to slide your hands close to your feet, so pull them back about one hand's length. And then from here, find the rotation of the hands. So you're going to rotate your fingers to the sides, middle fingers at least 90 degrees right or left. You can rotate further back, and don't worry about setting this up perfectly. It's going to be a little bit different than the other setup. Now, once you set your hands, bring your chest forward between the upper arms and set yourself down on the elbows. So basically, the arms are like a shelf underneath. Now, if you're going to do this with straight legs, you just lean into this. And most people will start this with bent knees. For that, just slide the feet forward, let the knees go wide. Lean forward to lift your feet. And again, from here, you can take the straddle with the legs out to the side, or with the legs extended, but squeezed together. And it's all about finding enough of a lean to bring your weight forward and lift your legs. And you may find that the bent leg version is plenty. You don't have to take it to this point where you straighten this out completely. Now, once you're done playing around with Peacock, go ahead and just release your hands, shake them out a little bit. And then we'll cool this down. So when you're ready, bring yourself back to down dog. And we'll come into pigeon from here. So with an inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now bring your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you. Pull your left hip back and sink your weight straight down. So your hips are squared and you're feeling that stretch on the right side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now, you can just stay upright in this shape, and this is good enough. Keep the tension. If you want to go deeper, you can lift into a back bend. Now, if you want to settle in, you can come down to the elbows. You can melt this down all the way. Just take the version that suits you best right now. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take another pose. So pull your belly in, drag your left knee forward. And we're going to take this into a figure four version of camel. So give this a try. Once that left leg's forward, bring the right ankle past your left thigh, tuck the toes of the right foot, press into your left leg so you can push the right knee out to the side. Now just feel this out. If you feel like twinge on the right knee, just take your regular camel with the legs in line, both feet back. Either way, go ahead, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips, and engage your glutes. Push your hips forward and make sure that right hip is even with the left, so you're squaring up as much as possible. Now you can always keep the hands on the hips and draw the shoulders back, and just keep the front of the body long and open like this. If you want to take things further, bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide, pull the shoulders back, and then see about bringing your gaze up toward the ceiling. Now, with your hips still pressing forward, you can always go deeper and try to bring your gaze toward the back of the room. But keep your glutes engaged, lengthen out your spine, and just breathe with us here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly just bring your gaze forward. And then both hands down to the floor. And there's not really an easy way to come out of this figure four, so as clunky as it might be, uncross your legs, step your feet back, and then come back up into down dog, and we'll take it down on the other side. Once you're ready here, with an inhale, raise your left leg high. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Left knee behind your left versus ankle, somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull that right hip forward. Keep it in line with the left. And again, sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of the stretch on the left side. Moving to the outer hip or the glutes. Now, keep the hips squared forward. You can stay upright like this, or again, take it further toward the back bend, or maybe just melt down. Take it to where you need to here, whatever suits you best. All right, again from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Pull your belly in. Drag the right knee forward this time. And see about that figure four. Once the right leg's forward, bring the left ankle past your right thigh. Tuck the toes of your left foot. Push your right leg and bring that left knee out to the side. And if you feel any twinge in that knee, again, just take your regular camel with the legs in line. Either way, bring yourself up, hands to your hips. Engage your glutes, push your hips forward. Keep that left hip level with the right, or even as much as you can. And keep your shoulders pulled back. Maybe just stay here if you want to go further. Hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide. Now pull the shoulders back and see about bringing your gaze up toward the ceiling. Maybe take it further, start to look toward the back of the room. But keep your glutes squeezing, lengthen your spine rather than simply bending. And just breathe into this here. All right, and then slowly bring your gaze forward again. And bring your hands to the floor. Untangle the legs. And then go bring your legs out from underneath you and come all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down, bring the knees to your chest. Just squeeze everything in tight. And we're taking this into a supine twist. So go ahead and release your left leg and extend it out fully. Left hand to the right knee. Right arm out to your side. Now pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath, and keep both shoulders down. Look over to the right. Now find the stretch. Outer right hip toward the low back. If you need more, you can press down with your left hand. If you want to go further, maybe extend the right leg. And if you want to take it further with the second bind, you can bend your left knee and reach your right hand down. Now if you do find that grip, kick into your hand. Wherever you take this to, whatever variation, keep your right shoulder pressed into the floor and just breathe into your twist here. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Bring it back to center. Draw both knees in. And then once you're ready, switch it out. Extend your right leg this time. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm to the side. Pull the left knee across your body. Tuck your right hip underneath. Keep your shoulders down and look over to the left. Now find the stretch. Outer left hip toward your low back. If you want to take it further, you can press down with the right hand. Further still, maybe extend the left leg. And if you want that second bind, you can bend the right knee, reach your left hand down. If you do find that grip, kick into your hand. And again, whatever twist you end up in here, just keep your left shoulder pushing toward the floor. Keep breathing with this. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Draw both knees in. Bring this back to center. And let's take happy babies. So go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And then draw down on both sides. So pull the knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten your spine, stick your tailbone toward the floor. If you want to take this further, you can rock a little bit side to side. And further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then let yourself move bit by bit here. Fingers and toes. Arms and legs. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out long past your head. And then pull it all back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Draw your knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. And then bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.